Hello, everybody starting to join us. Look at all these wonderful people. Everybody's coming on. Hello, everybody. I'm just waiting for my wonderful co-host, Jen Miller. Where is she? She's probably, I don't know where she is. Where's my co-host, Jen Miller? I just can't believe that she is taking her time. She's probably washing the bus. I don't know. Oh, there she is. Jen, I heard you had a flat tire.
Two.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, true story here. She had two flat tires.
Yes, I did yesterday. I should go play the lottery or something because two flat tires in one day, and you go and you get the first one fixed. You're on the way home, you get the light again in your car. I mean, how terrible.
Oh, Jen.
I know. Hi, everyone. So nice.
Oh, Jen, it's crazy, crazy. We have lots of people joining us today from all over the people signing on right now. Hello, please tell us where you're from. JC, I know that name. I know that. This is so much fun, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to teach you how to do the Gospel Weeklies faith formation program for home catechesis.
Yes.
How to deliver them. We're going to tell you how the parents can do that and how you as a DRE can keep track along the way. And it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. So
yes, we're going to give you some ideas along the way, like Dave just said. And if you have questions, make sure you put them in the chat so we can all communicate.
Yes.
And yes, Jackie from Iowa. So nice to see you. And Kim and Michelle and Sharon and more. And everyone's getting on.
Oh, wow. I see a lot more people coming on. Hello, Johnstown, Rhode Island. Oh, my goodness. How's everything in Rhode Island with the weather?
Woo.
Wow, they hit a lot of floods going on down there, I heard.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's a little bit different where I'm sitting. I'm sitting in my back office right now because my bus is getting washed and cleaned and everything like that. So my bus outside is doing that. So I got to come into the office to do that. So yeah, having a heat wave.
Yes.
Oh, we love it hot. I love my hot weather. I love it.
I'm kind of liking my fall weather, September coming along. And I have to say, I have my pumpkin spice coffee today.
Oh, coffee in the morning. I have iced tea.
I know it's so hot outside, but I'm telling you, when pumpkin spice starts coming out, I'm one of those everything pumpkin spice.
Everything pumpkin spice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
We're going to be beginning here at 11 a.m. sharp, and this is a perfect time to get yourself a little pumpkin spice coffee or a cold drink. Probably would be better, and a pen and paper. And we're going to be starting here shortly, discussing the Gospel Weeklies Family Catechesis 101.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple big announcements coming too that we want you to pass along, especially on your date, September 29th, and sometimes September 29th, that we're doing our Advent extravaganza once again this year. We're so excited about that.
Yes, we're already working on it. It's so
yes, it's so much fun. Jen, I got a big question to ask. Are you ready?
I think so.
I heard when you had your two flat tires yesterday, did you hit a squirrel?
No, that would break my heart. No squirrels. Pothole? No.
A pothole.
No,
I heard, because I know, ladies and gentlemen, when Jen drives, this way and that way, it's not like me, I'm really good. I haven't hit a pothole in a while. But
I have a feeling all of our passengers don't believe you, but go ahead.
But 2 weeks ago, I had to get 4 brand new tires.
Did you really?
I did. I had to get 4 brand. And you know where I got them from? I'm probably not going to say this online, but I got them from a company online, starts with an A and ends with an N. So it was awesome. And there was a Z in there too. But it was really good. It was very cheap and reasonable, Jen. I got 4 times. I ordered them. They were here within 2 days. I brought them to my mechanic and he put them on. He goes, where'd you get this from? I go, I can't tell you. And with that, he put them on. It was a lot cheaper. I hate to tell you.
Now, see, that's amazing. That's
Yes.
amazing. In all seriousness, though, I have a lot of building going on around our subdivision here, and I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah. We have Jennifer coming on. Jennifer is part of Pflaum.
Yes.
Be monitoring our chat today. Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello, Jennifer. And she could talk too.
Yay. Yes, so Jennifer and Jenny, she'll be joining us here shortly. They're going to be manning the chat for us. So make sure you all say hello to Jennifer and Jenny. And
yes.
They're going to answer any questions that you may have along the way in the chat.
Yes, that's so awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in our chat. We'll gladly help you out. We have hundreds of people coming on. And I see Ginny now coming on. She is going to be part of our panelist team. And there she is. She's coming on. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know in our chat. Also, they will be putting different links in our chat. Write them down. But if you have any problems, email one of us. Email Jen or myself or your outside sales reps or your inside sales reps. We're going to get to that. We're going to show you exactly from step 1 to step 99, step 10 of how to get your gospel weeklies into the hands of the parents. Okay. This is going to be a very basic 101 lesson. And it's all about family catechesis, having the parents do the gospel weeklies at home. Mm-hmm. It's very basic. So
that's right. And also ideas. So even if you're a seasoned gospel weeklies user, ideas of how to utilize the gospel weeklies one step further, to build the family catechesis at home. So we'll be touching upon all of those great ideas here starting at 11 a.m.
Yes.
And so shortly, Jenny or Jennifer will also be putting in, if you don't know who your outside or inside sales rep is with Pflaum Gospel Weekly, they will be listing those in the contacts in the chat area, I should say, very shortly. So just be out for that as well.
Yes, we have lots of people coming on, ladies and gentlemen, from all across the country. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns along the way, we're going to be starting promptly at 11 o'clock. We have people on the phone right now, too. And I know you can't see our smiling faces, but welcome from the people that are on the phone. And today that could see our smiling faces. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. My name is Dave Barocsi, and I am the outside sales rep for the wonderful state of New York. And my wonderful co-host is Jennifer Miller from the Midwest. Jen, what states do you cover?
I cover Indiana, Illinois, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So right over here in the Midwest. And so a big shout out to all of my customers in my states. Thank you for today.
This is so much fun. I see a lot of our returning friends coming out.
I know. I love that.
Please tell us where you're from, what city, what parish. Just say hello to your wonderful colleagues. We're all one big friend. We're all working
together.
We're all in the same ministry. We're trying to help build our faith formation programs along the way. So please tell us where you're from. Say hello to your colleagues across the board. This is going to be so much fun. Town, New York. I know where that is.
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
When was it? It was just a couple weeks ago that we did the gospel.
Hi, Sharon, Hamlin, New York. How are you? All this muy bien.
Oh,
awesome.
So yes, a couple of weeks ago, we did the Gospel Weeklies 101, and within all the chat and information going around and talking back and forth, we noticed that we needed to do something for family catechesis. So we wanted to jump in early. We usually do a bus trip once a month. Sometimes when it's warranted, a couple times a month, don't we, Dave? And
it is. I feel like from Whitesboro. You're right to Chris. You're down the road. Where are you? I'm probably right to you right now. Hi, Maria and Utica. I'm right down, Maria. I'm right down the road from you.
Your neighbors.
We're neighbors. We're neighbors. This is awesome. I'm Whitesboro, New York. This is Utica, New York. This is awesome. This is great. We're going to help you along. Maria Rocco. Hi, everybody. Hello, Maria. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know. But please, New York City.
City.
Yes.
And Texas. We're at Texas.
I feel like, ladies and gentlemen, this has been so much fun. I feel like we're like, we do this wonderful talk show. Pflaum.
I feel like we have all these friends across the,
we do.
The U.S.
Maria, St. John the Evangelist Church in New Hartford.
Kathy in Springfield.
I'm probably 1 mile away from you right now as we're doing this webinar. In fact, I could have came and done it at your parish because they have a beautiful parish center, gorgeous parish center.
That's what we should do sometime.
I would love to go there.
Take turns and do an on-site.
Yeah, that would be so much fun. We got to get an invitation though first from a person in our area. I hope someone invites.
That's right. So Indiana, Illinois, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or the state of New York. So. The
state of New York, we'll come and do a live show at your place. Live show. That would be awesome. That would be so much fun.
Awesome. So we're going to do a family catechesis 101 here. Start 3 minutes.
Starts in 3 minutes.
So we're letting more and more people get on the bus here. And so talking the Gospel Weeklies 101 a couple of weeks ago, we saw that we needed and had a need that people, customers were wanting to know more about what resources that we had to assist with family catechesis. And so we thought, let's jump in and do this early on so we can get, help everyone get their, their programs planned and that type of thing. So that's what we're going to be doing today, not knowing what's going to be happening as the fall and the winter comes along here with the pandemic. Hopefully we are going to be doing all the same things in person, but this Family Catechesis 101 just gives you another idea or a few more ideas to how to assist your families.
Can I just do a big shout out to a couple of people? Mary Jo Kelly has just joined us. She's a brand new DRE. It's Diocese of Syracuse. It's John the Evangelist. Hi. And Mary Nicholson, I just talked to her yesterday. Hi, Mary. And Sally Hersek from the Southern Tier near Binghamton. Hi, Sally. I'm saying hello to all my friends out there. This is so much fun as we about to begin our Gospel Weeklies Home Time Family Catechesis. Hi, Mary Jo. Maria says hi to Mary Jo, and it's the same parish. And this is awesome. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more people in the waiting room coming on. So we're just going to 1 more minute, and we're going to go from there. We have lots of people in the waiting room coming on. So thank you.
Yes, so let's be patient here, maybe 1 more minute or so.
1 more minute. Hi, Sally. Hi, Sally in Binghamton, New York. How are you? Hope all is well. And people are saying hello across the board. Please tell us where you're calling from, what city, what state, and what parish. And we want to say hello across the board. We have a lot of people on. A lot of people.
Yes, we are so happy to have everyone on the bus today. Yes. Thanks for joining us. And the participant number is just ticking up as you can see probably. So let's just give it another minute or so just to allow people to hop on the bus before we shut the door and get started.
Yes, we have a lot of people coming on. I have about like 15 more people in the waiting room coming on right now. They're coming on. I know they're on the bus. They were getting their ticket at the ticket booth, the jump bus, because I'm on the fun bus with Dave Barocsi. That's
because my bus is full.
Your bus is full right now. Hey, Sister Charlotte from Sister Notre Dame. Hello, Sister.
We have so many.
Hey, Kathy from Fishkill, New York. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Oh, this is awesome. Kathy is such an inspiration to many DREs out there. If you need anything, I'm going to say publicly. She is such a great resource. She
Aww.
so much knowledge about being a DRE. Wonderful speaker on catechesis. Just a wonderful person. She's probably going to me later for saying her name, but she is top of the line. I think she's great. So you ready, Jen?
I am ready. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Jen Miller, and I am the outside salesperson that covers Indiana, Illinois, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Pflaum Publishing. We are so glad to have you, Dave. How are you?
And I'm Dave Barocsi from the wonderful state of New York. So I cover from Buffalo, New York to Long Island and everywhere in between. This is so much fun. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? And yeah, all my friends are coming on today. This is so much fun. So, Jen, let's talk about family catechesis. Okay,
Yes.
weeklies. For our new friends out there, okay, the Pflaum Gospel Weeklies. I'm going to share my screen with you. So I'm going to share my screen. So if I share my screen with you, here we go. And I am going to pull up something really special. I am going to pull up a document that looks just like this. Now, Jen, could you see my screen?
I sure can.
So, now, as a DRE, please do the following. If you want to, get an envelope, or you could purchase the Gospel Weekly folder from us. We will gladly help you with the folders. In each child folder, okay, put a copy of this, the Pflaum Gospel Weeklies, an introduction to families. Oh, family catechesis, here it is. Number 1, this is a method of instruction right here, using the Gospel Weeklies. Okay. 2, Sunday Mass. 3, Jen?
Family involvement. Yes. And we will be showing other resources here shortly to assist you with the family involvement.
Okay. 4, it's unique. Okay. The Gospel Weeklies come in 5 different levels. Jen, you ready for my little showcase? Here it is.
I'm ready.
Seeds, preschool.
Yes.
Promise is for kindergarten and 1. Good news is for grades 2 and 3. Venture is for grades 4, 5, and 6. And visions is for grades 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yes, and each grade level comes with 3 components, just so you know. And
Okay.
touching base on this, just for the customers who are new to the Gospel Weeklies, there's 3 components. Each student will receive the student pages that are nested together. You can see here. And
Okay.
handbook, what the church believes and teaches. And a teaching guide.
Okay. So just to reiterate, we're going to reiterate one more time. Every child receives the wonderful Gospel Weekly. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Gospel Weekly. Okay. Every child receives the Catechism Handbook. Okay. And everybody will receive a teacher guide online, or if you want a traditional teacher guide, we will mail that to you. Okay.
Yes.
Get back to how to deliver the Gospel Weeklies once the DRE has ordered them. DRE place the order with their rep, inside or outside rep.
Mm-hmm.
Now have the Gospel Weeklies in front of you. I have in front of me right now good news. What grade is that for, Jen? My good news? It's for
2nd and 3rd graders.
So with that, I'm going to put my roster in front of me. I'm going to make a label for each child. Okay, I'm going to do step by step for you, ladies and gentlemen. Step by step. I'm going to get the label, put it on the folder or the envelope. I'm going to get the Gospel Weeklies. Jen, got your Gospel Weeklies in hand? I
sure do.
So, oh, look, Jen has right there. Good news. She takes them apart if she wants to. You can take them apart because each Gospel Weekly right here, ladies and gentlemen, is dated for the Sunday right here. Dated for the Sunday. Okay. In the folder, the Gospel Weekly. Now, with the Gospel Weekly and the What the Church Believes and Teaches handbook in the folder.
Now, let me just jump in really quickly. So we're talking about a folder. You can put these items also in a big Ziploc type bag. I've done that before in the past when I worked at a parish. And it's important to note too, that these, the handbook that the student receives, it will come in your Unit 1 delivery. And then it lasts for the entire year.
Yes.
So for Unit 2, 3, and 4, you'll receive the Gospel Weeklies for the student and a teaching guide.
Okay. Now, I'm going to show you an option. This is just an option before I actually show you the teacher guide. You, as the DRE, could separate them out each week. You could attach the Gospel Weekly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not yet. The teacher guide. Now, here's the parent teaching pages that go along with it. Okay. And the assessment. Okay. The assessment for each week. Okay. 3 pieces of paper. You could put them together. Option 1. That's option 1. Okay. Print them out. Put them together. Put them in the folder. For the 8 weeks that you get them delivered. Remember, Gospel Weeklies comes 4 times a year. 4 times. Okay. It comes, the first shipment is for September 19th all the way to November 7th. Okay. And then a new shipment comes. Okay.
Yes.
Then the next one is right there. Everything will come as right along the way. Now, Jen.
Yes.
As a teacher, okay? Teacher, as a home teacher, just to reiterate, the parent is going to get the Gospel Weekly.
Yes.
Parent is going to get the teacher guide right here. Now,
the parent teaching pages. Yes.
Yes. The DRE can print it out, or, now listen carefully, they can go online and get it. Okay? Jen, should I show them how to go online right now?
I would, yes. And so while Dave is pulling up the screen, it would be pflaumweeklies.com.
Okay, I'm going to go to Pflaum, Pflaum.com.
Okay, so Pflaum, you can do Pflaum Weeklies.
Oh, we could do Pflaum Weeklies.
Pflaum.com, which both is fine.
Okay.
Click on the Gospel Weeklies. Now,
right here.
It's important to note that your parents do not need a code. They log on to receive and read their parent teaching pages. So that's very important to know. All they would need to do, go to pflaum.com, click on Gospel Weeklies, and they would scroll down, and on the left-hand side, it says resources for everyone.
Okay, so.
Resources for families.
Now, this link that's on my screen right now, that I'm monitoring the chat, I'm going to put it in our chat box for you. Okay. You would go to, what's the website again, Jen?
pflaumweeklies.com.
Okay. Once I am there,
Scroll down.
scroll down. Now, Jen, why don't you be the teacher and I will be the parent? Okay.
Okay.
So you're the DRE. I'm the parent. Okay. Oh, Jen, how do I go to get my free parent teaching guide? Walk me through it, Jen.
I would continue scrolling down. And then you'll see the title of Resources for Everyone. And there's the 4 boxes. And as
Oh, I went too far, Jen.
yes, you would stop right there. There are the 4 boxes, and you'll see the resources for families. That's the first one. And that is the box that you would instruct your parents to click on, because they do not need a code to go to this area of resource. And they do not need a code to receive and read their parent teaching pages. Right there they are.
Okay.
You would click on Discover.
Click on Discover.
And then you will click on the date range that you're interested in.
So, Jen, if I'm doing great, Jen, my child is in 4th grade. Which one do I use?
You would use Venture, because Venture is 4th, 5th, and 6th. So you would click on Venture and click on range.
Oh, look.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I would click on September 19th.
And there it is.
There it is. Okay.
So as a DRE and as a teacher, principal, it's important to know that you can also download the parent teaching pages, and you can email them as a PDF. So there's lots of different ways of utilizing the parent teaching pages. So maybe we're still in person this fall, hopefully, and you're teaching, but maybe you want to just, be able to send it home to your homeschoolers, children who are at home. You can send this parent teaching page home to the parent, assist the student.
Okay. Now, Jen, I'm the parent.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do next? Can I print this off, Jen? Are they able to print it off? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see my little print icon up there, and I could print it. Okay.
So what's great about these parent teaching pages for the parent is it's very streamlined, check the box type format. I don't think there's any parent teaching page that is longer than 2 pages. So, and that includes everything. And so we're all learning at different stages. So it's very easy for a parent who's maybe also learning along with their child. It's very easy for them to, learn and grow as well, which is excellent, which is why this program is so wonderful.
Okay. So, Jen, let's go back a little bit. So, you could print this out. You can give them instructions of how to go online and get each lesson. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, I just printed out my teaching page right here. I just printed it out.
Perfect.
It just came out. So I have it for my first week of instruction. I would say as a DRE, you could walk them through and hold their hand along the way, or you could say, hey, you just got to go to step 1, step 2, step 3, like we're doing on the computer. Okay.
Yes.
Gentlemen, if you want to do that, we, Jen or myself, or any one of our sales staff will walk you through step by step of how to do this. We'll visit you if we're on the outside. We'll come and visit you, and we'll walk you through. We'll write the program for you. If you need any help, we're there for you. That's our job. That's my job.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so I have my parent teaching page up there, okay? Because I went online and I have my parent teacher page. In my folder, I have my lesson. There's my lesson right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. This little bar on top keeps on going around on me. So there's my lesson right here. Okay.
Yes. And that front cover is that small picture on the parent teaching page that you see in the upper right-hand corner. Maybe you can show that again, Dave. That way the parent knows, and the teacher and the catechist, they know that they're looking at the same Gospel Weekly that the student is looking at. So that's there in the upper right-hand corner.
Yes.
And there's the date, the Sunday Gospel. So they're up at the very top. And then the Sunday Gospel background is the first paragraph.
Oops, I just clicked on something. I'm sorry. Technology. God bless technology, Jen.
Yes, I know. So then the parent teaching pages are set up very similar to the parent or the actual guides that catechists receive. They're color coded. Do you want to go back to that parent teaching page?
Oh, I just got booted. I'm so sorry, Jen. Hang on.
No problem. So we have to be flexible with technology. So the teaching guides are set up just like the parent teaching pages, or I should say vice versa. The parent teaching pages mimic the teaching guides. They are color coded. You got the blue, which is the sharing the experiences, and the green and the red bar, which is the green is discover gospel and doctrine. So there's the blue, as Dave is showing.
Oh, this is the green one. This is good news. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. You're talking about sharing experience. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, sharing the share experiences is the blue color code. Discover gospel and doctrine is the green bar. Scroll down just a little bit, Dave, if you can. And then there's the red, living the gospel. So for you catechists, DREs, you'll notice that is very similar to what you're used to when you're teaching. So this is exactly what the parent is seeing. So they're teaching the same way or instructing the same way, but it's very streamlined, check off the box type process.
So every parent has the Gospel Weekly in their hand right now. Okay, right on the cover, right there's the cover of the Gospel Weekly right here. Right up on top will tell what date we're talking about. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sunday Gospel.
September 19th, 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Does that equal the cover of the Gospel Weekly that you're using? Well, yes, it does, because the cover of the Gospel Weekly is right there too with that child. Okay. I suggest, please do the lesson before you go to Mass on Sunday. Now, listen how I said that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Before you go to Mass on Sunday, not when, before, because we are the only publisher that encourages Mass attendance. Liturgical base, we are the only publisher that does that. Okay? We help them along. Now, here it is, and I'm gonna circle this a little bit more. Sunday Gospel background. Here's the Sunday Gospel background. This will help the parents understand what is being said in the Gospel Weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Something?
I'm sorry, you broke up. What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Jen, you want to talk more about the Sunday Gospel background?
Well, the one thing I was going to mention, yes, it highlights the Sunday Gospel, what's being taught with the student pages. But it's also important to note the Sunday readings up there right above that as well. And I like to point that out to my DREs, because there are some parents, who they are on top of the teaching with their students and the learning and that type of thing. And sometimes they like to go a little bit deeper. So that information is there as well for the parent to be able to open up the Bible and look more at the Sunday readings and be able to discuss with their child.
Okay. Right after that is sharing our experience. Okay. Now, with sharing our experience, again, modern day stories for modern day times, they relate to the Sunday Gospel. We're going to share our experience in this first section right here. Here we are. Okay.
Yes, there's that. I love that. I love to check off the box.
Check off the box.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Dave, let me also throw in there, sometimes we're talking parents right now, but this is also for the DREs that have brand new catechists this year. Last year we lost a lot of catechists. And so, it was like pulling teeth, I hear from a lot of my customers, to find someone to be a catechist. So maybe they're new, maybe they feel a little intimidated with the teaching guide, because this is chock full of wonderful resources and information. But this teaching page here that we're discussing is also perfect for a new catechist.
Yeah. So it's a checkoff, as Jen said. Did you pray together? Okay.
Yes.
Did you pray together? Dear Jesus, thank you for the many blessings. Help our family learn to know and love you better this year. Amen.
It's a nice, short prayer that they can do together.
We completed this in my family. Now
Yes.
I will do the cover activity. Okay. The cover activity for the Gospel Weeklies will be right there.
Even tells you what page that you're discussing.
Page 1.
And what questions to ask.
Yes.
It's very self-explanatory, very easy to navigate.
Okay, cover activity. Who serves others? Okay, now I'm going to go to my, look at that. Who serves on my cover activity? Right there. Who serves others? Okay, right there.
So great sharing moment. So we were talking earlier about the 3 color codes. So this is under the blue, the sharing the experiences. So it's a good way to, encourage conversation by looking at the cover of the Gospel Weeklies and discussing who shares.
Okay. Jen, you want to continue a little bit?
Sure. Well, and then it's the next step would be the story that's on page 2 of the Gospel Weeklies. And then you discuss the story using the no questions, which are listed in the Gospel Weeklies.
Okay.
And this is also something that a parent can do, on a Saturday before Mass begins, that Saturday evening or Sunday, or they can do it the entire week before. They can split it up. Let's say that we end up having to do a lot of virtual at home again, because I know a lot of schools in my areas are doing virtual school. This is something that, they can make sure that they get done during the week before Mass.
Okay. After the cover activity, they do the second story, the new baby, page 2. New babies on page 2. There it is.
There we go.
They walk you through this step by step. Discuss the story using the no questions. The no questions are listed for you right where it says, there it is.
There it is.
No questions. Okay, go back to the lesson plan.
Makes it very easy for parents.
Go to the doctrine. This is so simple, ladies and gentlemen. It walks you through step by step.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday Gospel.
Page 3.
Go ahead, Jen.
I was just going to say, then it tells you, move on to page 3, what the Sunday Gospel is, the no questions. The Catholic faith word is on page 4. And then connecting the gospel to the doctrine. Okay,
there's your no question. And now we're going to, I'm sorry, Jen, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going, I'm proud of when I'm looking at the Gospel Weeklies like this, because, as working with younger children in my past position, I look at the color and how it's very engaging.
Mm-hmm.
The photos, Dave, how things are easy to read. It really does ask you, and pull you in. Don't you feel?
I do. I agree with you. You. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be one part right here that says, open what the church believes and teaches handbook. And connect the gospel to the doctrine. Now, this book that every child receives, I'm going to reiterate,
Every grade level.
Every child receives the catechism book. This is the catechism. Okay. Okay. It tells you to open up the book and go to page 16. Just like in any catechism, we don't follow the catechism page by page by page by page. We jump around in the catechism to find the answer. Okay. So now it tells you to go right to the catechism page. Jen?
Right. I was just going to say, again, even though you're not starting at page 1 in the handbook, whether you're teaching out of the teaching guide or parent teaching pages like we're covering right now, it tells you exactly where to go, exactly what to ask.
Okay. After they do the catechism handbook, how do we go out and live the gospel? How do we activity? How do you serve others on page 3? It's so self-explanatory, ladies and gentlemen. How do we go out and live the gospel? Okay. How do we serve one another? How do we do our prayer service? It tells you exactly what to do. Closing prayer, disciple prayer service, right there. Disciple prayer service. It just walks you through step by step. Family corner. You could ask the question of the week at a family meal or while driving in the car. There's a family question for you. Okay. Page 4. Now there's the Catholic faith
word. Love that.
Now, as a DRE, put a faith word every week in the church bulletin.
Yes.
Word in the church bulletin. You could. And here's the question of the week for the parents right here. Question of the week. There's a QR code if they want to. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a cell phone right now, pull out your cell phone. Everyone on the screen right now, pull out your cell phone. Go to the camera. Everyone do it. Jen, where's your camera?
I got it.
Got it? Not supposed to be driving and texting at the same time. Now, go right to it and look. Look. Up. Mine came right up. Family resources. There it is.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Back to the teacher guide. Right at the bottom, parent resources. Here's some extra resources. We just reiterated it over and over again to get the family involved. If family catechesis, let's show family catechesis. Let's show how the family, and we have those parent resources, right? If you want more parent resources, we have it right on our website, right there. Resources for families.
Yes, resources for families. And, as a DRE, as a principal teacher, on that homepage of pflaumweeklies.com, it's also an easy way to navigate to whatever grade you're looking for by going to the color-coded square.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we showed you the parent teaching pages. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we have people standing by to answer those questions.
Yes.
They'll even put emails on there. Like, please contact your sales rep right now. We want this question answered. We'll do that for you. That's our job, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to serve you. We are all in this boat together. We are. Okay? Now, you're going to say, Dave, how do I keep them accountable? We have the weekly assessments. Okay? Click on online assessments under the family pages. Whatever grade they are in, if they're in Promise, kindergarten and 1, Good News 2 and 3, Venture grades 4, 5, and 6, and 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yes, the color-coded squares. Yes.
Yep. I'm going to click on the Good News because I've been doing the Good News lesson right now. I click on there, and here comes my assessment that Jen Miller has to take right now. She has to take the assessment. Now,
so we have a pre-test.
We do have a pre-test right here.
Yes.
We have the pre-test, and then we have the unit 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm so sorry. I jumped ahead. Here it is. Here's our pre-test. Online assessments, PDF version, a Word version. Okay.
Then unit assessments.
Unit assessment, unit 1, online assessment, same thing. Here it is, September 19th, the 25th Sunday in our night. I click on there. I have the online assessments. Now, I'm going to show you 2 ways as a DRE, and you can show them to the parents. First, the online. I click on online. Jen, what do I do next?
Well, you put the student's name. And
what's the email of the catechist or teacher?
Well, you can say, yes, well, that's exactly what you would put in there, the catechist and the teacher email of where you want the information to go directly to. There you go.
Now, and then I would answer the questions.
Yes.
How does Anne help her parents? I'm just going to say something special in each one of these because I want to show you what happens at the end. Okay? I'm just going to put the word none in each one of them, and then I want to show you what happens at the end.
I love this.
Now, I submit this, and Jen, do you receive a copy on your end that that student completed the Gospel Weekly?
Yes.
Because look at this. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed your lesson.
So a tip here is I would develop a Gmail or Yahoo account specifically for assessments. So that way, when the students in the RE program are finishing and sending their assessments, it's not bogging down your office email, that you have all the assessments go to one specific email. Mm-hmm. And I would do that as a parent as well, because you need to establish a Gmail or Yahoo account. And that way you can keep all the assessments separate. If you're a parent, have all your children in there, or as a DRE, you can have all the grade levels.
That's one way. The second way, ladies and gentlemen, is doing a PDF version. It's printed out. I could download it. I could print it out. After I print this, I want to print the lesson I want to print page 2. So I want to print page 2 right here. I'm going to print page 2. I'm going to put my name on it. I'm going to answer all the questions. And then when I go to Mass on Sunday, I'm going to have it just like this. I'm going to have my name on it, my answers, and I'm going to tell my students, put this in the Sunday collection. Put it in the Sunday collection. What a great way for you as a DRE to foster Mass attendance. Okay.
Father would love that. Increase the amount.
Okay.
For sure. Yes.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I can't see the chat going on. Jen, do we have any questions out there that's happening, or?
Jennifer and Jenny are doing a great job answering.
Great. Okay.
I did have a question about, are there any resources for a parent who has multiple children on multiple grade levels? So that would be our Gospel at Home. Can you pull that up by chance, Dave?
I'm so sorry. I just got.
No problem.
Where would you like me to go, Jen?
Gospel at Home.
The Gospel at Home.
Yes. So this resource is perfect for the parent to be able to sit down, at the dinner table and discuss. Oh, you just passed it. And discuss what all of the children learned in religious education, regardless of what grade level they are learning. So
right here.
Click on Gospel at Home. We have it in English and Spanish, and then you would
like everything from our company, everything, ladies and gentlemen, everything is in English and Spanish. Everything. I'm going to read it there. Everything is in English and Spanish.
Yes.
As a DRE, go to the Gospel at Home Family Guide. Put this in the parish bulletin every week.
Yes. And this year we added something new, a table talk at the bottom.
Right here.
Yeah, to increase the conversation for family catechesis, in the families. So let's say everything's great and we are in person and the variant, doesn't make a difference, right? This is an excellent resource to send home anyway to foster the family catechesis at home. And this gospel table talk is exactly what that was created for. It gives you always 3 points to discuss there at your table. And then you can see there in the different color square boxes that we talked about earlier, the grade levels, at that grade level and understanding what they learned in religious education for that week, for that Sunday gospel.
Okay, so you have another free resource from Pflaum Publishing. Okay, print it out. It has the gospel right there for them, and it tells everything the child is learning. Talk to your child about where he or she learns about Jesus right here in Promise. Everything's listed for you. Jen, I see we have many questions coming on. We are starting in person. However, we may be forced to go back online. I hope we have answered your question for the online.
Yes.
We're going to a bi-weekly in person and then family and home on the off weekends. We're trying to keep in person without over meeting. Thank you. Sally, I have combined my 3rd and 4th grades. Okay, any of level I should use. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Sally Hersek in Binghamton, New York. Now, I would say, Sally, do venture. Grades 3 and 4, do venture. Okay, do venture. Many people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally of where the student's reading level is. If you want to say that they are very advanced, do the venture. If you don't think your 4th graders are that advanced in their reading levels, go to 2nd grade. Sally, the best thing to do is call the school and ask the school for some advice. We're all in this together. Let's bring our partners in ministry together. Maybe if you have a couple people on staff that are former teachers or teachers in a public school or a Catholic school, that would be great. Are there assessments bilingual now? Assessments in bilingual. I heard, now please don't hold me to this. I heard that it might come out, but I can't say if it definitely is. My lips, I'm not supposed to say anything. So we will be coming up. I can't say anything right now. You never know. We never know. So we will get back to you on that. And that person is Beth. Beth, please in the chat, please tell us.
Contact information.
Well, send us our contact information in the chat, and we will have your rep contact you with a special way to do that. Okay.
Yes. And there's another question, Dave. What is the difference between inside and outside reps, and who should I call? Which one? And that's the great thing about Pflaum Gospel Weeklies. You have 2 people who are always there to assist you. They work as teams, the outside and inside sales. Traditionally, the outside salesperson is the one traveling and will do even virtually do your trainings and help you with developing your faith formation program, that type of thing. And the inside salesperson typically does not travel. So I hope that helps answer your question. So we are also having a question earlier about someone saying that they're just meeting maybe once a month. So how about the gospel for all ages?
Yes. And I just want to answer one question. The online assessment's available only if you purchase the digital issue of the Pflaum Gospel Weeklies. Not true. you automatically get the assessments for free even if you don't purchase the digital. Now,
Yes.
Let's ladies and gentlemen, about the digital. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very honest. Please, I hope my bosses are not listening. The digital right now is being created, and it is so awesome. Digital for Pflaum Publishing is an extra insurance policy. I love that. The insurance, it helps you just in case they don't come to mass because maybe they're quarantined. You have, for $1.50 more, they have that option of going online. I would suggest to all my customers, if you don't want to get it right now, wait a month and then add it on. It's only $1.50. We can add it on later. Okay.
Yes.
It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay.
But it's important to note that you can always add it, but you cannot take it off or subtract it.
Yes. So
it's important to know because it's technology. So, but yes, it's an extra policy, not knowing what's going forward in the fall and winter. I tell you, our gospel weeklies, they are, I feel, best when you're with them in hand, utilizing them. They're so, the activities are fabulous. So that's why earlier in this webinar, we talked about how to distribute them. Do a drive-in where people come in, get their cars blessed.
So now let's talk about that. And I was going to say that right for the end, Jen. Thank you for jumping in. It's our faith formation drive-through. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen, Jen. Why don't you yell at me a little bit? Okay,
I don't yell at you, but this as you're looking for it, this is just one way that we came up with to assist in getting the gospel weeklies in the family's hands.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is free for you.
Yes.
Contact one of us. We'll send it to you. Gospel for all ages. Now, I went through the program, and I'm saying this right for the end. Drive-through faith formation pickup events. Now, here's your planning. Set the schedule. Announce the event. It's a faith formation pickup party. Drive-through faith formation fun, parish name. Keep safe from our family faith and fun days. Social distancing family faith formation pickup day. These are different ways you could call it. Okay. Drive-through disciples. You hand them that folder. You hand them the folder that I talked about earlier. Yes. With the child's name on it.
Right. While there are other ministries possibly, set up along the way. So many ministries can work with the families that way as well, but they can pick up their gospel weeklies. Father can bless the car or bless the family or bless the animal if it's in October.
I mean, there's wonderful ways. Think outside the box. I'm driving to church to pick up my child's faith formation. I have my child, Linus, Cletus, Clement, and Sixtus in the back seat. On the back seat, my SUV van.
Your Suburban.
My Suburban. With Linus, Cletus, Clement, Sixtus, and Cornelius. I got 5 boys in the back seat. Now, as I drive through, I pick up each one of their folders. The next is maybe Father's waving to them, saying, "Hi, Linus, Cletus, Clement. Hello, how are you?" Ask for a special blessing. Maybe Father gives us a church bulletin and says, "Hey, Dave, here's the church. That's what's going on." It's a good way to encourage. Maybe a rosary group can give a rosary beads. Maybe a prayer card. We have prayer cards for you. Please, 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 please think outside the box. Yes. Here's our faith formation, and it tells you exactly what to do step by step. If you want a copy of this, please email us. You can email Jen or myself. You can email your outside sales rep. We have this in the chat box right now. We have a PDF in the chat box right now. You want to use it, okay?
Okay. So what if you don't want to do a drive-in event? What if you just want to, assemble everything, get them organized, and put them in a large tote in the church reception room? I would, or the religious building, whatever building is open the latest, because in that way people can come, families can come after work and pick up their faith formation program. You put them in totes, organize them by grade levels. It's also a perfect way to see who has picked up their items and who hasn't. So that's a little thing that I did to see what families I needed to contact and work with a little bit closer. So that's the idea.
Now, Jen, I see we have a wonderful person online right now, and her name is Louisa Negrete.
Oh, Louisa, hi.
Louisa is on. Now, Louisa is so well known in the assessments and all that. So
Yes.
with that, ladies and gentlemen, if you need any help with our assessments in Spanish,
Yes, she's our.
what did she just say?
She said yes, that the assessment.
She said yes. We answered that question very fast. I don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to blurt things out. My boss is probably now laughing at me because he might be on, but I don't like to blurt things out. I hope we have covered everything for you for our faith formation. Okay.
Yes. And let me jump in.
Go ahead.
Louisa does not have her camera, but she's wanting to get that across to everyone, but she is listening via phone. So, she welcomes everyone. She says hello, and she's a great resource that we have. She's a Spanish speaking colleague that we have.
Yeah, she's wonderful, 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 wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, this webinar was just to focus on Gospel Weeklies.
Yes.
Next 1 minute, could you please put in the chat what other webinars you would like to hear from us? Mm-hmm. We will gladly do those. Okay? Please let me know. Right now, if you think of anyone, I know many people wanted the First Communion, First Reconciliation. I saw that earlier. First Communion, First Reconciliation with Together in Jesus. Yes.
Jesus, yes.
Virtual training for Catechesis. Yes, it's coming up very soon. It's coming up very soon. Look for that announcement. I can't tell you when, but it's coming up very soon. I don't want to jump the boat on that one. So that's that. Where can I find
the confirmation weeklies? So Pflaum.com. Go to Pflaum.com. Upper right-hand corner, you will see the Together in Jesus in the confirmation.
Okay. Now we have one giveaway right at the end. I always like to give one giveaway before we end, and this is for a virtual training from Jen and I. We already have one parish that ran that, but we will train your parents across the board for a virtual meeting, and this is for the first person to answer this question.
Okay. I'm excited.
Who had a flat tire yesterday?
Oh,
no.
See, that is so funny. Now someone got me. Hold on. Oh, shoot.
Oh, I saw it. I don't know.
Because that's what's so funny is that Dave's flat tire was 2 weeks ago, and mine yesterday.
Yes, I believe it is.
Are you scanning it?
I am scanning it. It is. We're going to go back through this and we're going to tell the person. I'm so sorry. So many people that.
So as Dave and his.
Oh, no, there it is. Carla. Udecek. Carla, what parish are you from? Carla, where parish are you from? people give us a little bit more advance, we'll send them out. Yeah.
Yes, and I'll tell you, when we do a road trip, we always the blasts to invite you about the Zoom road trips go out a week prior.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, Carla from St. Thomas. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Carla.
I'm sorry. We have another person. It looks like Aurendina was the first. Well, thank you, Mary, for telling us. We're going to do another one. We're going to do 2 of them because it's
okay.
Yes, she was. I'm sorry. Where are you from? I'm sorry.
So please, Jenny and Jennifer, please get their 2.
Yes.
Their 2 contact information.
Oh, she's from Rhode Island. It's me, Dina from Rhode Island. Hi, Dina. We're gonna Dina.
Get both the contact information.
Yes,
so
Jenny and Jennifer, if you can get the contact information. Ladies and gentlemen, we did so much today. Oh, this was.
Yes, so we did. So thank you for all your comments. And just to recap, there are many, many resources that you can utilize as a DRE, as a teacher, principal, or even as a parent. And so we covered a lot in a very short amount of time. So please be sure to reach out to your inside or outside sales individual with Pflaum, and they will be happy to walk you back through, refresh your memory on exactly where to find the parent teaching pages, the gospel at home, etc. And because it's hard to get everything in under an hour. So,
yes, I am just going to put my email address in there because people want recordings of this webinar. Please send all requests to me or Jen Miller. And
yes, and we also will be doing a road trip in regards to music with the Pflaum Gospel Weeklies.
Yes, so it's going to be a wonderful music one. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great time with you. We can say goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.